Hi, welcome to this video on ECE 410 fieldwork. So I'm going to go over a little bit about fieldwork for ECE 210, the requirements, what you're supposed to do, how to find a field site, and information that's in our fieldwork space on our ECE 410 Bright Space course. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see our Brightspace course. Let me go to the home page so you know where we're at. So this is the home page, and if you scroll down, you will see course information, course info. And if you click on that, and either you look over here on the left, it says fieldwork. Or if you scroll, if you, the other way you could find it is go to course info and scroll down and you'll see field work. So either way, it takes you to the same place. And you'll see this video with me explaining information about field work here. Um, so what is here in this in this fieldwork space? So you have your fieldwork timesheet. And this you're going to print out and take with you each week to your fieldwork site. Again, you should probably plan to do 2, at most 3 hours a week. You have a total of 30 hours of fieldwork to complete this semester. Okay, so let's talk about what does that fieldwork need to look like. So we have the fieldwork guidelines. So you're going to spend 30 hours in an early childhood classroom with children ages 2 months to 8 years old. Okay, what are you going to do during this 30 hours? You're going to take notes, you're going to observe, you're going to interact with children and assist the teacher. I have an introduction letter I will share. It's on Brightspace, and you can share that with a cooperating teacher and or the school administrator. If you're completing ECE 411 or 409, you can ask your director and your cooperating teacher, can I do additional hours for ECE 410 for another class at the same fill site? Hopefully they will say yes. If they don't say yes, reach out to me. I will help you find another site. Um, you want to go at a consistent day or time to your field site. If you're working with young children already, let me stop for a second. If you're working with young children, you're working with children birth to age 8 in a classroom setting, you can use the site that you're working in. If you're working in an after school, you should reach out to me. But if you're working in a classroom with children, you can use that classroom as your field site. So you want to go pick a schedule, pick a morning, or pick a time where you can consistently go for, as I said, 2 to 3 hours a week to your field site each week. Okay, you want to have hours throughout the semester. Again, it's a total of 30 hours, so you want to plan on going for 10 to 12 weeks. And you have a few weeks at the beginning of the semester where if you need to find a field site or haven't started yet, that's fine. Every time you go, you should have your cooperating teacher sign your field site form, and we're going to have timesheet check-ins. If you're having a hard time finding a field site, there's some resources that might help you. Again, you can always reach out to me. But the criteria for a field site is it has to be a licensed early childhood program that provides a curriculum to children 2 months to 8 years of age, that they will let you observe and take notes. They'll enable you to interact and assist the teacher. Okay, again, contact me if you have any questions or concerns. In addition to this information, what do you do when you need to contact a site? So if you found a potential site, you want to talk to the director or the administrator. Remember, that's typically not the person who answers the phone if you call them. If this is a site that you visit, you want to go in person and ask to speak to them. You want to introduce yourself as a BMCC student taking an introductory course on pedagogy for children with disabilities. You want to explain that you have fieldwork hours to complete in an early childhood classroom, that you need to do 30 hours this semester, which is about 2 to 3 hours per week. And the fieldwork involves observing, taking notes, assisting the teacher. But you will keep information private and confidential. And ask, can I complete my fieldwork here? If so, if they say yes, when can I start? Can I start this week? Can I start next week? Think about before you talk to this person, what are the days and times? If you're taking 409, 411, can I come in instead of at 8:30, can I come in at 8 o'clock? Or instead of leaving at 12:30, can I leave at 1:30 each day? What is the time, or can I come in at 8 and leave at 1? Whatever the time that works for you, you want to have that in your head so you can ask them, or can I come another day? Can I come on Friday for 2 hours between 10 and 12? Right? Um, and then if you're going to a new place on your first day, where should you report? Where should you go? And then finally, I just want to let you know that in addition, I do have a letter, um, and this needs to be updated. This is an old version, but I have a letter that I will share with you so that you can provide it to your cooperating teacher and the director. You should take 2 copies with you when you go so that you give it to both of them, the cooperating teacher and um, your site director. And last, if you have questions about fieldwork, there is a fieldwork forum right here on Brightspace for you to post. It's a discussion board. Post your questions. Something amazing happens at fieldwork you want to share. Post it here. So this is the space to talk about fieldwork. So I hope I've answered your questions about ECE 410 fieldwork. I look forward to hearing about your amazing experiences in your field sites um, during the time that we are together this semester. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Be well. Have a great day.